Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2017 BMW M3 Competition. Now, tell me about this. This is a great looking car. It has 431 horsepower, and it sounds like a German symphony, like literally. Because when you hit the gas on this car, you could really hear the sound of it, and it sounds like something is going on. So in this four-door sedan, there's a lot of power, and it's just an exciting car to look at. It's a cool car to own, and it's like a sports sedan that has supercar performance for cheap, basically. It's new. It was probably looking at close to $100,000. Now, since they're used, you could probably buy one for half of that price, which is only $50,000 for a car that could do what it could do. And it's also luxury because it's comfortable. Like when you're sitting in the car, there's a lot of comfort, even in the competition package. Like, it's a great car. The rims are sick on this car. They look awesome. And the louver and three over there, it's really a great car. So instead of 431 horsepower, since this is like a competition package, this has 444 horsepower. That's pretty impressive for a four-door German sedan. And it does 0 to 60 in a really fast 3.9 seconds. And again, this is a sedan. It's a 3 Series basically. Modified 3 Series is what I like to think of an M3 as. And the M3 competition package is just a modified M3, basically. And I love this silver color. It's fun to drive. It's a fun car to own. Inside the car comes with seats, like customized stuff, because it's a competition package car. And the power in this car has a 3-liter 6-cylinder engine, which gives it 444 horsepower. Same. And this is basically the best M3 you could buy. It's an F80 M3, and I love this one, like the F80. I also like the E90, E92. And the M3s can be traced all the way back to the E30, basically. This one is a special one, and it's possibly like a future collectible, because a lot of M3s, some of them have sold for a lot, because they're collectible cars. It's a future classic. Look at it. So, it's not only just a V6 engine, it has a twin-turbo V6, which is insane, and it weighs about 1,600 kilograms, which is, I think, around a little over 3,000 pounds in that range. And it's for like low, it's like a regular sedan, and it's pretty low to the ground because it's basically a modified BMW M3, and it looks great. So the M3 is basically like a smaller than the sedans, and they're like most loved by many car enthusiasts in the world. They just love the M3. There's also the M5, which is like the performance version of the 5 Series, and that's more stretched out than the M3. And then there's an M6, which is a 2-door coupe, and so is the M4, the smaller version. And there's an M8 competition, which is basically a real BMW supercar. They look at around $150,000. So yeah, it's about double the price of the new M3. So inside the M3 and the interior, they use a lot of carbon fiber. There's carbon fiber all over this car because it's a competition package again, and it's a limited version of a regular M3. And this is the one to get, basically. It's basically the ultimate German car. And one of the best BMWs ever made, honestly. This is made to compete with its rivals like the Mercedes C63 AMG. Fun fact, the owner of this car had a C63 before the M3. He just thought the M3 was a better looking car. And I was going to review his C63 over the summer. He was busy, so I didn't get a chance to review that. So he sold it and bought this. So it's made to perform with the C63 and also the Alfa Romeo Giulia Portfolio. Tell me about it. It's an Italian symphony. 505 horsepower. That's insane. And they sound, oh, they sound so good. It would just be a good first car for me. I like it. And like, it's basically like a car for a young driver. So is the M3. It's basically a good car for a high school student. Like, they could buy a used M3 or like something like this. And just a lot of young drivers end up loving the M3. One, because they're car enthusiasts, and two, it has like, it's the most of a bargain, basically, compared to like Ferraris and the Lamborghinis, which are like the exotic dreams to own. It's nice to start off with an M3, because this is basically an entry-level exotic car, as it being like a four-door sports car, basically, with supercar performance. The turbos sound really good. I love twin-turbo engines, and they just create a symphony. It's just insane car to own, and it's a car you can easily fall in love with. And instead of owning like the top of the line notch like the Audi R8, this is like a good car to start off with, and maybe like flip cars and then eventually get to an R8 or a supercar like a German supercar like Porsche 911 Turbo S. Like, they're all similar to this car. Like Porsche, Audi, BMW, Mercedes, they're all German car brands, and they're all about going fast. So here is the interior of this car. You have red interior, looks awesome for this car, and carbon fiber. And there's the speedometer going up to 200. And as you can see, more carbon fiber and the screen over there. And the interior looks great. It's basically a family car also, with fun and performance. Like, it's a 5-seater, and there's a trunk in the back that has room. And just a fun reminder, it says M3 over there, and it's more limited, because more limited stuff come in the competition package. And here's how you, like, control the car. The gear shifter. And you could flip through your modes, like sport mode, comfort mode. It has a great set of options in this car. It's the full view of this car. You have the awesome looking rims. They look fire. There's the louver over there. And the lines just make this car look great. Here's the grille. It says M3, of course, on the grille. And it just looks insane, the front. Looks like it's about to do something. Just look at that. Awesome looking car. Over there is the trunk and a carbon fiber spoiler. You have a wing on the back. Since it's the competition package, you have more carbon fiber. Carbon fiber sunroof. That's a luxury item. Start. Oh. That sounds good. Ooh. It's fire. You also get a compass in the car, and there's like the radio selection, Bluetooth, and it says time. It's 11:08. It's just because the clocks were switched a month ago, so now we're ahead, and it's really 11:08 right now. So since this car is luxury, you could hear, like, it's basically quiet in the interior, and you could hear a little bit of the sound. And once you start hitting the gas, you hear, it sounds like a symphony, basically. There's more of the sound. Tunnel run.
See that?
Yeah.
So that they call DCT. We can play here, or we can play on the butterfly.
Alright.
And how that goes.
That was 0 to 60.
It's
Yeah, it's about like 3.94 seconds, right?
actually this one makes in 3.2.
Oh, 3.2.
Yeah, 3.2.
Is it, so it's modified more?
Yeah, it's modified, exactly.
So how much horsepower exactly?
660 horsepower.
660?
660 horsepower.
Oh.
Top speed, 222 miles an hour.
222?
222. The
Wow.
regular one, it's 180. But this one, with the mods and everything, is 222.
Oh. So this car is really modified.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't realize that, because the regular M3 Competition,
It's 440.
it has like,
right?
yeah, 444 horsepower,
Yes.
so this is really modified.
This one has a few mods on it.
Yeah.
It just goes. See it? It just goes. Actually, you can see it.
It's over 100 miles an hour.
Like nothing, right?
Yeah, like nothing.
So what do you think?
That was good.
That's good, right?
Yeah. So what did you guys think of this M3? Comment down below. Is this the best BMW M3 ever made? It probably is one of the fastest. Because Top speed, 222 miles an hour, 660 horsepower, because this is a modified version of the regular M3 Competition. So it is insane. Just look at it. So it probably does cost more than $50,000. You have the blue calipers over there. And I think it's reminding you have an M3. This was just an insane car, and it's basically is a supercar in a four-door sedan. Like a four-door supercar, basically. And could this race with some hypercars? Only 3.2 seconds, 0 to 60. You know how many cars this could beat in drag races and quarter-mile times? For 0 to 60, it could beat, like... It could be, like, around, like, Shelby GT500 range. Around there. And Hellcat range. It could take over a Hellcat. Or it could get really close. It's around about the same speed, 0 to 60, as the GT500, the Hellcat, and the ZL1 1LE Camaro. The three American muscle cars, and they are powerful. So, it is an insanely fast car. And it looks amazing. And just to combine this with luxury, this is a great car that BMW has produced. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new videos. Be sure to check out more of my content on Instagram and TikTok. And that's going to do it. I'll see you in the next one. Is this too much of a car? Because 222 miles an hour is with the limiter. And most German cars like BMW, Mercedes, and Audi, they are limited to 155. This one's limited to 222. And this is unsafe because you could easily lose control after 200 miles an hour. And then if you take the limiter off, it would probably be 245 miles an hour, because under the engine itself is 678 horsepower. So, yeah, it's basically a four-door hypercar. 245 miles an hour without limiter, or whatever it could do. It could do somewhere up there. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'll see you in the next one once again. So not only is the car made to compete with supercars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and muscle cars like Hellcat, ZL1, and whatever, and Shelby GT500, this could compete with a Dodge Demon even. It could compete with hypercars if it has this top speed of 245 miles an hour without the limiter. It could compete with the Porsche 918 Spider, McLaren P1, and Ferrari LaFerrari. It's that fast. It's insanely modified, heavily modified M3. So, for the last time, that'll do it. I'll see you in the next one.